Out just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Richardson has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go, 46. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll throw again. Prescott uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And here come the Redskins now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November. already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft? Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, this is Geis. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the handoff, it's Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ohio! Flex round!
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's Prescott, and the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick this one away. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They'll drop the throw. He'll buy some time right, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th. down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll hand it down to Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run with Geis. And an alley to run. He won't go down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back now at FedEx Field. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards. Right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flex round! Flex round! Watch the edge! Flex round! Flex round!
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! 36! 36! Check 31! Check 31!
This is Geis on a handoff left. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Geis alone in the backfield here. Second and goal.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Flex round! Flex round!
They run with Geis. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Ohio! Ohio!
Here we go with Geis. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Here we go. Go right in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go right in. Wait,
Throwing here. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 47. 47.
A first down carry by lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
26.
Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
There we go, count.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people